Quadeca has been undoubtedly the single most interesting and prolific rappers in the past couple of years for me. It's truly unfucking believable how you can go from this
JJ, I'm so sorry you're angry. Hairline so fucked up, your barber is take heat.
To this in the matter of a few years. And I think the Fantana or just general music nerd coverage,
Charcoal gray puffer jacket with the purple mom mittens, that's not drip.
really stroked his ego or whatever in a really special way that made him want to just completely fucking deep dive into this new sound. And since then, I've been so goddamn excited with what's to come with Quadeca, it's not even funny. And this excitement seemed to be warranted with the deluxe version of From Me to You, as well as the singles from his now released album, I Didn't Mean to Haunt You. Oh, wow. So, yeah, the deluxe version saw Quadeca lean even further into this lush, sparkly production style, mixed with singer-songwriter and, surprisingly enough, hyperpop elements. And this just further rustled my jimmies. You feel me? In this album, Quadeca has all but reached his final form of slapping his fucking 10-pound producer nutsack around everywhere. It spans from beautifully haunting to, I don't even know what the fuck this is, to some of the most outright gorgeous pieces of music I've ever heard. Quadeca's classic emo rap sort of takes a backseat to this folky, chamber poppy, artsy-ass sound, instead singing for the vast majority of the project, with rapping being honestly more of an accent than a focus. And also for very needed exposition dumps because, surprise, surprise, Quadeca made a fucking concept album. His singing has always been pretty decent, and the singing in I Didn't Mean to Haunt You is no different. Any weaknesses he may have is hidden in this lo-fi-ish vocal effects that are mixed extremely fucking well for a ton of the album. Ugh. New aesthetic. This album is also huge in scale, with most songs spanning 5 or more minutes, yet repetition never really seeps in because he switches it up enough to keep it fresh. The standard layout of a Quadeca song is introduce whatever concept you're doing, and then talk about something fucking emo as fuck, repeat it again, and then just like go completely off in production for the last third of the album, and just like spice it up somehow. Usually you're repeating the chorus, but with more power. Power! And yeah, that's kind of what a Quadeca song really is.
Come to think about it, it's all in my head. Fuel tank blink, it's been running in a red. Praying for a green.
Sorry for Dying is a great intro, and one of the few rappy tracks of the album. Wow. Quadeca rapes. Okay, that's such a shitty joke. I can't believe I wrote this. Holy fuck. Anyway, the light jumpy piano really suits his rapping very well. He also introduces the main concept of the entire album. Mr. Quadeca is dead and gets to walk around the land of the living, watching everybody live life without him while he lives in limbo land. You know, he's living between the fantasy world and living world. This is a thinking man's album. You feel me? Laughing at you, I had so many things left to do. And it's funny you said it's too soon. Stuck in the red, came out the blue. Tell Me a Joke is very, very pretty. The song is great. Listen to it, like it, love it, be enamored by it. All I could hear were the crickets. Don't Mind Me is frankly the most forgettable in the entire album. Not because it's bad or anything, but because it's just so fucking outclassed by everything else. And this kind of reuses the same formula as Tell Me a Joke without the banging ass fucking chorus, or just kind of like a central idea. But I guess if you didn't realize that this was about him being dead, this would... You're not paying attention to the lyrics if you don't know at this point. Picking Up Hands has that guitar riff thing that's straight out of a song in Death Consciousness or something. if it was abducted by like aliens or some shit. And that's the best way I can describe this song. It's very outworldly, blah, 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 blah. And it feels like I'm actually getting haunted by a very sad ghost. And it's as beautiful as it is haunting. All right, so listen to this. And then listen to this. Where's the difference? There is no. It's a Porter Robinson song. It's a love letter of fucking Porter Robinson, except it's deep. It's conceptual. It's about, I wasn't born yesterday, and the irony of him being dead, but he's born yesterday, and yesterday's not today. Oh my God. It's my favorite song to listen to, but it's not my favorite song. Concept album, baby. Now for the song I was the most excited for out of all the songs in this album, the one with goddamn fucking Danny Brown in it. When I saw that Danny Brown was gonna be on his album, I was absolutely goddamn losing my fucking mind, dude, okay? I could not conceive how the fuck you get Danny Brown as a feature as Quadeca. Like how does that even happen, first of all? Did Quadeca just like ring up, yo, what's up? What's up, Danny? You know what you need? You need a spot on this album, as in the only spot on this album besides the Sunday service choir. What? I don't know. I don't know how this was put together. I don't know. I need to know the fucking backstory. Please get an interview, Mr. Quadeca. I need someone to interview you and explain how the fuck Danny Brown and Quadeca were in the same, we're not in the same room probably, but in a studio for the same album. Are you going to be on a Danny Brown album? Did you just pay for Danny Brown to be on the album? Why is Danny Brown the first person you picked to be on your fucking song about you fucking killing yourself and being a ghost and watching people and see the consequences of your fucking actions?
What's never there when you call? Now you're trapping that ball. Now you're trapping that ball. Ain't trying to get you out, but right now that's what's happening. No tapping, fresh off the stove, it's all low, but now it's closed caskets. You bet to me, so rest in peace when you run into a nigga like me. Make it real hard to breathe. Now you're stuck and can't leave. Can't touch and feel me, but when you're near me, pull out of your chest and your eyes be teary.
When I first listened to this song, I kind of lost my shit because, like, I swear to God, it sounds like a Pitbull feature on like a pop song. I don't know fucking why, or just any rapper is just like on it and just like dropping those bars about love and about wanting you in like some kind of way you can play on the radio. But it's not a bad track at all. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I can't get that mental image out of my fucking mind, and it's very funny. The kind of vibe for all the vocals in this album is just make them quiet as a whisper like you're a ghost, and just put a shit ton of grain and just make the EQ graph just look like a fucking like one of these or something. And that's what they did with Danny Brown's thing, and it's in a very good part where it's getting hype. You know, you're dead to me, R.I.P. You're dead to me, R.I.P. is what he fucking says, and it's pretty good. But what confuses me is that he didn't put this on Knots. Knots was the most surprising song in this album. Not a single sound is like recognizable as fucking anything. I don't even know where, like, it just sounds like some kind of noise, like alternative band or something. Like, I don't know. Sounds like a combination of Gorillaz and like a Liars song or something. It's just it's a very textured, funky beat. I don't know. This just kind of sounds like his Mr. Quadeca wanted to put a song with the rippity raps in there real quick to appease everyone who simply just likes his rippity rappity bullshit, and was disappointed so far because he didn't do much rippity rappeting. And so this is where he sits down and like, here you go. I'm like a glitch. Yeah. This song is very strong. I love it. It's amazing. But why isn't Danny Brown on this fucking... You know how what... Danny Brown would absolutely fucking destroy this beat, bro. Come on. But anyway, that aside, Fantasy World contrasts not harshly with Quadeca's quietest singing on the entire album, and it's gorgeous. It's gives me goosebumps. It's beautiful, and it shows off some of his best, songwriting in general, with lines like "that place over the hill where you dream about crossing. It's not a cry for help to rethink your options." Fractions of Infinity is my favorite song on this album because I'm a goddamn sucker for the Sunday service choir. Come on, man. Come on. You think it's all in your head. I love this song. This song is just so fucking beautiful that I'm gonna listen to it again right now. You think it's all in your head. It's gorgeous. And it's just otherworldly, and the Sunday service choir fits perfectly with the song as really an outro, because the next song isn't really a song as much as it is this swirling, knocking back and forth piano arpeggio mixed with Quadeca's darkest lyrics on the entire album, frankly, and then you just fade to static at the end for 2 minutes. Just talks about the inconclusiveness of it all, the nothingness of it all. And yeah, if you couldn't tell, I've never had suicidal ideation or anything like that. I've always had things to live for and reasons to not kill myself. So I've never really had this kind of issue, so I can't really relate to it on a deeper level, so I'm not going to pretend to. And if you relate to it on a deeper level, that's great, and I'm glad you can. And hopefully Mr. Quadeca's doing all right. I'll give him a hug, and then I'm gonna give him a kiss on the cheek for making such an amazing album. Okay, he could just quit music at this point, and he would have made a masterpiece, frankly. He created a world that is his own, where he's a little ghost going around, doing ghost things, saying hi, haunting people, being in purgatory, finding meaninglessness and attacking the idea of meaninglessness. But if he does continue to make music, let's go for happy music, okay, Mr. Quadeca? I wish for only your happiness and success, okay? And if that means going back to fucking making KSI diss tracks, that's okay, Mr. Quadeca. Because you made it. You made the masterpiece. If Fantano doesn't give this a goddamn at least 8 out of 10, okay, I'll be pissed. Pissed.